Hi guys, Dave Dog here. We're back for season 13 at Bradford Park Avenue on our road to glory. Got lots of news to bring you up to date with. First of all, we'll start with the transfers. These are the players that were released out from last season. Scott Butler, Nino Adam Malachi, Finlay McAllister, Fabio Vicente and Harvey Cull. The only one of them that we wanted to keep was Harvey Cull. Unable to persuade him to stay, and he's still available and wanted by a fair few clubs. So Harvey Cull is no more. Let's have a look at the transfers we've got in then. Jordan Westwood, the old favourite, has returned. He's left Oldham now, and we brought him in on a free transfer. If he hits the form he showed while he was here on loan, then we should see a number of goals from him. Rated at 3.5 stars, potential 4-star. We brought in Dylan Colwell, who we had on loan last season from Sheffield Wednesday. Backup mainly. The midfield wanted strengthening, especially central. 2.5 star, potential 4.5 star. He's in as a squad player at £220. We've also got another midfielder on loan from Peterborough, Niall Grubb. He's 3-star, potential 5-star. 19-year-old deep line playmaker. A good addition. He will probably start the season. We'll look at the squad planner in a little while. Next one, centre-back Gareth Belfield on loan from Mansfield. 18 years old, capped at under 19 level for Wales. 2-star, potential 5. 6'2", jumping reach 12, heading 12. Again, another addition to the squad. He's been playing well in pre-season. He can also play as a left-back as well, so we've got cover there. And we've got a couple in the offing at the moment, waiting to see if they're going to come. One is Michael McMenamin, who's a right back. We need cover at right back, on loan till the end of the season. We've agreed 80% of his wages, so all being well, he should come in with his fancy hairdo. He's a midfielder by description, but the only position he's showing here is right back. If we look at his career, he's actually played no games, but what I looked at was this: in non-competitive games this season, 3 appearances, 2 subs, 2 assists, 1 player of the match and 7.14. So we're taking a little bit of a risk on him, but he is going to start as backup, which he probably won't like, and neither will Oldham, but that's how we're going to start it off. Chris Tierney, another one, a left winger or striker. This is one that may fall down. He's on a free transfer. He's also got a National League North club interested in him. A decent player, 2.5 to 3-star, potential of 5. Lots of pace, 15. Acceleration, 13. Crossing, 7 to 10. So an out-and-out winger. Yeah, an attacking player. We may have to change our tactics if we get him to play him a little bit further forward than in the 4-4-2. So those are the transfers that we've made and are in the process of making. So let's have a look at the squad planner then. In goal, we've got Tom McCauley. We've not been able to pick up a better goalkeeper, so it's Tom McCauley with Mark Pearce as backup, 1.5 star. On the right, we've got at the moment Mike King in at 4-star. We had in a 1-star backup is Luke Scott, 16-year-old. He's played in some of the friendlies and not done too badly at all. Just waiting of Michael McMenamin to come in, and he will provide a little bit more strength there. Centre backs, Higby and Pond, who signed towards the end of the last season. On the right side, 2.5 star, both of them. On the left side, we've got Tim Russell from last season, 4-star, our best centre back, and Belfield as backup at 2-star. As I said, he can also play left back. We've got Trevon Bryan, 2.5 star, with Charlie Finney showing as backup at the moment. I'd like to sign an out-and-out left back, but not many of them about in our price range, which is free transfers. We have got some money to spend, but when you try to spend that money, then players don't want to come down to this level. So midfield, on the right, we've got Danny Banks, who played well towards the end of last season at 2.5 star, and Luke Gray, who had a pretty poor season compared to the one before, at 2-star. In midfield, we've got Niall Grubb, a new signing on loan. He's only 19 years old, but 3-star. Back up to him, Alex Hockney at 2. On the left of the central midfield, we've got Phil Henderson, 3.5 star, with Dylan Colwell as backup. On the left wing, we've got Tate Trusty at 2 star, playing as well as ever. Supporters Player of the Season for the second year running last season. And Chris Turney, if he comes in. It's up front where we're strongest really. Michael Berlin at 4-star, backed up by Keenlyside at 2.5. On the left, Jordan Westwood, 3.5-star, with Walters as 3-star backup. We've got goals in our team if they hit form. It's a matter of whether the defence and the midfield are going to be strong enough. So let's have a look how we've done in the friendlies then. We've had plenty of friendlies this season. 8 friendlies in total. We started off with a 2-0 win against Farsley at home. Henderson and Berlin on the mark in that one in the first half. Then we went away on the Saturday, a few days later, to Alfreton. We played a weakened team, shall we say, and it was a 2-2 draw. Westwood getting his first goal when he's back with us, and Luke Gray the second one. We then played some decent opposition. We played Parent Club Sheffield Wednesday at home, and it was a 2-1 defeat. Let's just have a look at that game. Wednesday had plenty of chances, 16 attempts, 8 on target, 1.59 XG. We came into it towards the end of the game. We scored our goal through Banks on 78. Their goals in 16 and 34 that won them the game. So decent opposition there in Sheffield Wednesday. They were 13th in League One last season. We then had local rivals Bradford City at home, and we went down 2-0, 4,000 crowd, so we're getting quite a bit of money in for these friendlies against higher opposition. Bradford City were relegated from League One last season, so League Two, and if we just look at that one, this is a formation we played with: King, Higby, Russell, Bryant and Macaulay. That's more or less our defence from last season, with Gray, Hockney, Henderson and Trusty. New signing Westwood and Berlin, so just Westwood in of the new players. On the bench, Pond came on and had a decent game. 5 shots on target to 2. Pretty close game in all. The better class of opposition winning the game. We certainly wasn't disgraced in that. We then played Nuneaton away. They're not in the National League North, the league below. And a comfortable 4-1 win. Walters, Henderson, Banks and Berlin on the score sheet. Played then away against Ossett United in the same league as real life Bradford Park Avenue in the Northern Premier League East Division, and it was a 3-0 win in that one. Berlin, Westwood and Tim Russell scoring. So the teams we were expected to beat, apart from Alfreton, we did win. Teams from higher opposition, we then played Blackpool at home and a 1,382 crowd for that. Blackpool, the highest team that we played, they finished 7th in League One last season, and it was a goal fest in this one. 4-3, lots of chances for Blackpool, 11 shots on target against our 3. We did well for 3 goals from our .54 XG. Westwood opened the scoring on 6 minutes, then 2 goals from Blackpool from Price and Pino. Westwood equalised just before half time to make it 2-2 at half time. Just after half time, Price made it 3-2 with his second goal. Tim Russell again equalised on 55 minutes from a corner, and the winning goal came on 82 minutes, just after they'd had one disallowed on 81. So 4-3 in the end, but a good performance that against a team who were just outside the playoffs in League One. The team that played in this one, Pond came in to partner Higby. Russell played him in a defensive midfield role, and he did quite well actually, so if we can get some strength at the back, that's possibly a place where he could play. So 4-3 defeat against Blackpool, and the last one was against Carla Ferrydean Rovers, and a 3-1 win. And Niall Grubb, I think this possibly, we just signed him, came in and scored on his debut, and a good performance at 7.9. Berlin getting 2 in this one. They had a man sent off after 10 minutes, so we were playing against 10 men, and we certainly made it pay. Grubb and Berlin in the first half, they pulled one back on 65, but Berlin scored his second. 27 shots, 12 on target. That rounded up our friendlies. So today's game is AFC Telford, an away game. We usually have home games to start with. Let's have a look how the bookies and the media think we're going to be doing. Media say we'll finish bottom of the table. As you can see there, we've finished 13th in our previous 2 seasons after promotion. If we look at the bookies, they think we'll fare a little bit better in 18th but lower than the last 2 seasons' finishes. The favourites are Altrincham at 9-4. Rochdale, who were up there last season, are second favourites. The relegated teams that have come in are Sutton and Salford, and the promoted teams coming up, Solihull Moors, Dulwich Hamlet, Banbury and Dorking. So there we go, that's all that's been happening in pre-season. Let's have a look how we're going to be lining up then today against Telford. Not much change from last season. It's a 4-4-2. We're going in cautious to start with. Macaulay in goal. The back four, as was last season. King at right back. Higby and Russell in the centre. And Brian on the left. A midfield four. We've got new boy Niall Grubb coming in to partner Henderson in the centre. Keenly side gets the nod on the right. Luke Gray would have probably got in there, but he's looking for a transfer now. He's not happy. I don't know what's gone on with him. He had a great season before last. Then he asked for a wage rise. We gave him it. And last season just didn't hit the heights. He could be on his way out. So Keenly side on the right. Trusty is following his name. He is very trusty and plays on the left. New signing Westwood is our player now up front with Michael Berlin. On the bench then we've got Alfie Pond, Belfield, Hockney, Banks and Walters. Stronger bench than we've had before. Let's see how we get on in this first game. So pre-match in the dressing room, we're going to go with Gianluca Haven. I want to be impressed today, go out and put on a show, point finger and say that. And several players motivated, and mainly the defensive players. So let's hope they do well. And let's see how Telford line up with a 4-2-3-1. A new team from when we've last played them. A lot of the names I don't recognise. Here's our 4-4-2. So let's kick off then, get into the game, and hopefully we can get off to a good start. Both teams playing in white, which doesn't help. And with the green socks as usual. And it's us making the break to start with. Keenly side through the middle, plays it out to Trusty. Trusty, can he get a cross in? No, he's tackled there, and that's the end of the first highlight. I've just remembered I've got comprehensive on, so let's change that to key highlights and carry on with the game. It's a throw-in on the right from King. Telford favourites for this game, 11-10. We are 2-1 as expected, being the away team. And a kick out, but it's picked up by Grubb and through to Westwood. It's been taken wide though, pulls it back to their player, and we've got the ball again. Grubb, we're putting a bit of pressure on here. Westwood with the header, but again it's cleared out, but offside. We were getting a lot of offsides in the friendlies, and yeah, not much in the game. And we've got an injury. Tim Russell, key defender, is injured. What's wrong with him? Potential shoulder injury. That's all we need. Who can we put in? I think we'll put Belfield in because he's a left footer. Obviously not as good, having to come on for his debut, 18 years old, so early in the game. Let's confirm that then. And as usual, it's raining. It's August, but it's always raining. And on the momentum, we're doing well here so far. And crossing from Telford, but it's headed out by Brian straight to Edwards, and that's deflected past Macaulay there, and we're behind on 14 minutes. Not a brilliant start. Let's have a shout of encourage, and let's have a look what happened here. O'Reilly puts it in, headed out by Brian straight to Edwards. Edwards shoots. No, it didn't deflect, just went through the gap in the players. I don't know whether Macaulay was unsighted there. Let's get a goal back pretty early in this one. Westwood plays it up to Berlin. Berlin loses out, and it's Telford on the attack again. Doofus, what a name, Doofus. O'Reilly, they're knocking the ball out well up front here, and it's a second goal. 2 down in 16 minutes. It's not a good start from us after we'd made the early run in. Don't want to see that one again. Let's have a shout. What's going on here, and fire up the entire team. A lot of highlights to say. I've moved off comprehensive. Keenly side with the ball. Westwood Henderson, Trusty out on the left. Come on, let's get a goal back here. Trusty, can he get a shot in? He does. Great goal. Trusty, what a finish that was. 2-1, we're back in the game. Lots of goals going. 19 minutes, we've had 3 goals already. Westwood to Henderson, sprays it out to Trusty. What a goal this was. Early contender for goal of the season, and did well to put it in from that angle, despite the challenge of the Telford defender. So we're back in the game, and can we get another one? And let's have a look. 2 shots each, 2 shots on target, everything's going on target. So not much inefficiency by the strikers. O'Reilly is in again, and that one goes across the line, but across the box, not across the line, across the box, and we need another goal back. We've had more corners, we've had more possession, and we've got by that injury to Russell. Can we get back in this game? A shot there just over from Telford's free kick, and it could possibly, we're going in at half time 1 goal behind. It could have been a lot worse after that opening 2 goals. I'm speaking too soon here. We're in 4 minutes of added time. Must have been that injury to Russell taking up a lot of time. Martin, look at that, look how he turned there. Very poor marking defensively, and we're 3-1 down. If we'd gone in 2-1 at half time, we may have stood a chance. But who was that? Is that Belfield? Possibly. Martin. Yeah, it's Belfield. He's even looking the wrong way. Just lets him turn. Easy shot past Macaulay. No chance for Macaulay there. And Belfield not keeping tight on his man there, and we're 3-1 down at half time. Defensively, it's got to be better than this. I'm going to rip into them in the dressing room. Start, get your act together. We've got to thrash arms, and that has motivated everybody. So let's get into the second half. We've got to get back in the game early on, and nothing much happening so far. They've only got 0.83 XG, but 3 goals from it, and we're certainly not defending very well. 6.4, 6.3. Bigby's at 6.7. Always press James Martin. I thought we had James Martin, the chef. He's playing for them. Not much happening in the second half compared to the first half. So let's have a look to make some changes. Belfield not having a good debut. We're going to sub the sub. Don't like doing this, but he's having a nightmare. And we're going to bring Alfie Pond on. I'm going to bring Walters on for Westwood. Sorry, Jordan, but you've not done it. And that's our 3 subs then. Let's see if we can get at least a second goal in this game. We've had quite a bit of momentum there. Here we go. But it's Telford on the attack again. Squares it to Martin, to Steele, to Martin, blocked. I've been noticing in the friendlies, I don't know whether they've updated the match engine somehow, but there seems to be a lot more blocks and a bit better defending going on. Certainly not the same as last season. Trusty again, can he add his second? Oh, he's hit the post and it bounces back out to a Telford defender. So unlucky there. Trusty didn't add to his tally. We're attacking here. Let's go on. Keenly side in, but headed straight to the keeper. Let's go on positive. We've got to try but get back in the game now and have a shout. Demand more. Kick out by the Telford keeper. Headed by Pond. We're putting a bit of pressure on. Pity we didn't stop them scoring in the first half. Walters, and again straight to the keeper. And we've had chances. Only 0.86 of worth of them. There's not much in it on the XG. Just totally poor defending from us in the first half. Keenly side crosses into the box and near post it goes out for a corner. King with the corner to the back door. Pond's up there and the sub comes on. I don't know how they managed that when they was still in play. But we're still putting pressure on, and it's a very unfortunate. Only 1 minute of added time for this. It looks like we're going to go down 3-1 in this first game. It could have been totally different had we defended better. That's given away, but we get it back again. just playing out time here. Higby to Grubb. Grubb plays it to Berlin. Berlin back to Keenly side. Keenly side is running down the right. Can he get a ball in? He can, but it's defended by the defender. Blocked. More blocks coming in. I'm sure they've updated this match engine. Somebody must be just working on this rather than the ill-fated FM25. And this last minute of added time is going on into second minute of added time. Henderson to Keenly side. Keenly side. Cross in. Nobody there. Goes to their defender. Berlin. And that's where it ends. 3-1. We've gone down to a defeat. XG slightly shaded. 1.05, 1.06. We had more corners. We had more possession. We had more shots on target. Poor defending. Bad move by me probably to put Belfield in. Young player froze. We should have put Pond in. Let's have a look at Telford's marks. Nothing fantastic there. Two fullbacks played well. And Martin, goal and assist for them. But it's a 3-1 defeat in the first game. And not the start we wanted. Although playing away from home. I can't say I'm proud of your efforts even if it wasn't to be. I don't like what I just saw from this team. We weren't good enough. I'm going to say that. I don't like what we just saw from this team. Yep, that's motivated them. At least we haven't got the bad reaction. And we start off with a defeat and we're in the bottom four after that one. Early days yet. Could have been worse, I suppose. Could have been better. Tim Russell's injured. Out for 2 months. Broken collarbone. Great. Down to 3 centre-backs. Let's have a look then where we're going to come back for the next match. I don't want to go too far in. We'll do Cambridge at home at the beginning of September, so play 4 more matches. Hopefully we can get the couple of signings in that are on the verge. But it's a tough league this, lots of ex-league sides in it. And unless we can get some star players in to shore up our defence, then it's going to be, at the best, probably another mid-table finish. And that's what's getting pretty boring about this save. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed more than I have this opening game, and hope to see you again soon. Goodbye for now, Dave Dog.